Welcome back, folks. It's Don Garbutt here from New Frontiers Audio. This tutorial will give you a look at how to control the Animator pad from the two low-frequency oscillators. I've loaded tutorial patch number 26, entitled Two Fish. Let's check out how it sounds. In this patch, the Animator pad is controlling several parameters. Movement on the x-axis is controlling adjustments of the noise generator's amplitude. Y movement is controlling the timing of the high amount in the modal bank. And there are a few other settings, such as the multiplication of the ratios in the modal bank controlled from the x-axis, and an inverse effect on the cutoff point from this control here. You can see as I adjust this control, the Animator pad movement has a different amount of range of movement of the cutoff point. This patch demonstrates the use of the low-frequency oscillators to move the position on the Animator pad. I'm going to turn off LFO 2, and right now LFO 1 is actually modulating the X position. We can't see it because the offset is right down at the bottom, but if I move this up vertically, now you can see the changing position on the Animator pad. To make it more obvious, you can open up the parameters of the XY display, and you can change the fade time to a lower number. Now you can clearly see the movement controlled from the LFO. The LFO1 is controlling the X position by this value here, and the wave shape is basically a triangle-type wave. We'll be able to see that motion when we add Y movement by turning on the second LFO and assigning its output to the pad Y with this value here. Dragging on the grid allows you to offset the position of these incoming controls. This gives you some pretty interesting real-time control. You can also record those movements so you can have a steadily moving offset value. The reason why we see a jumping motion is because LFO2 actually has a broken type triangle wave. Now we can make an adjustment of that wave so you can see how that changes the picture on the Animator pad. With the triangle wave, you can see an unbroken positional change on the Animator pad. The amplitudes of the low-frequency oscillators can be velocity scaled as well. This can lead to some very interesting variations on the amplitude of the movement. With this capability, the polyphonic low-frequency oscillators can produce a lot of variance in path movement. You can also add smoothing, which adds an interesting adjustment to this broken triangle wave. In tutorial patch 28, you can see the broken triangle and square wave combination of sources from the LFOs 1 and 2. Also notice that Aftertouch can shift the incoming values from the LFOs. The LFOs can supply smoothing to the Animator pad. In the next video, I'm going to talk about how smoothing can be applied to make some very interesting movement on the Animator pad. You can find Animator for Prism on my website at dongarbutt.com. Thanks for watching.